Course.
Yeah, wait a sec. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Netherlands Grand Prix, or the Dutch Grand Prix. Tier 2. We've got 17 cars on the grid this evening. I believe. I could be wrong. I'm hoping for a wet race. Personally, I don't know about you guys, but I think it'd be nice to see something dramatic. I know Cameron loved the rain last year. He nearly qualified first, nearly overtook me in the old league setup. Turn everything on here. Oh.
The most dramatic view ever from the pit lane.
Oh yes.
It is a very sexy pit lane. Look at that, Phil Mitchell in the bottom left with the I don't even know what flag that is.
Antigua, that's not Antigua and Bermuda, is it? I have no idea.
I don't know. Standings at the minute, top three. Robbie in the Robbie is that Percy? I think Robbie's Percy. I will have to double check. I apologise. Yeah, Robbie's Percy. And we've got Alphinator in second, and we've got Irrelevant in third. Yeah, the driving standards currently. It's quite close, to be fair. It's not. Well, I mean, Robbie's kind of taking it away at the minute with the first, second, but you know.
The only ever time Max and Finn will be first.
Or if the rest of the lobby isn't there. Gross. Well then, I mean, I've seen a couple people do laps around Netherlands when they were practicing it for today's race, and I do have to say Phil Mitchell is looking strong. Just from what I've seen. Toilet Shark in the race today. Is he going to cause mayhem?
Possibly. Always that random variable.
Please, for the love of God, Toilet Shark, if you can hear
He
our
might be on
calls.
his wheel. I don't know, because I know he's got a Fanatic wheel, right?
Did he get pedals?
He's
for
not
that?
on his wheel.
Yeah, Ariane, we don't need a reserve, don't worry. We could get Ariane in, that'd be quite funny, but no, it's just unfair and it'll mess up the standings. If there's 1 point at the end of the season, and that's the point that Ariane took, it would pretty piss the person off.
Can I race at Abu Dhabi?
We'll see what's going on in Abu Dhabi. If it's already won by someone, maybe. But yeah, Toilet Shark's definitely on the controller, I'm pretty sure. But something that Karen's probably going to get messed up on this lap because he's so close to the car in front. Didn't really leave himself a big enough gap to do this. But a couple people out on the mediums. We have Tenic on the medium and Alphinator on the mediums. Don't know if you guys did. Who won last season when we did it?
I wonder.
You did.
Oh yeah.
Even after you
Oh, Karen overtakes Toilet Shark. Let's go.
Even after
racing
you
quality, lads.
Oh, and there
Beautiful
goes
overtake.
the newbie crashed.
Dr. Crazy, bro. He's under pressure. I said if he scores a point today, he can take the seat.
Yeah, I know,
As
that's not
wing
pressure.
damage.
He's lost his basically his So much it doesn't get pole, I'm selling all my organs.
I don't think he's on a very good lap because he got blocked, but
He is.
I mean-
He's built different.
as Aiden gets a 5-grid penalty for a collision.
Oh,
crashed out
I
of the last
can't see
corner.
him, but I'm going to assume he spun and crashed. Garen's first lap. Oh, yeah, there he is. Garen is in the wall. His first
Different
race on
breed.
medium traction control. He said he was going to try medium traction control for today, see if he likes it. As Percy set to 110.1. Ryan at 110.9 without practice. Blanky, Robbie at 110.0. Cameron's not going to be
Finn.
happy. He was setting low
112.3.
19s in time trial. That's funny. He didn't even set a lap. Finn 6th, Liam 7th. 2-second gap. Bit of a weird track this one. Alphinator got a 113.0 on mediums. He's gonna have to go softs. PV, you're here because you couldn't race today. Unlucky. Wait, Tariq, are you if you're home, you can still get back in. if you're trying to race, but if not, it's all good. There's a lot of stuff going on in the track. I don't really know who to watch. Go on board with Aiden. He's on a lap.
The one and only toilet shark is coming out of the pits.
I just find it funny how Cam's retired already. He didn't even do a lap.
If it's not the Sky Internet, it's the medium traction control.
Yeah, facts. As Aiden goes to cross the line, a decent looking lap.
P5.
11-0. Not a bad banker. These are, yeah, bear in mind these are all
Well,
banker laps. The
P5,
track
P10.
is the quickest at the end. If you can go out with 2 minutes left and do a lap, then the track is so quick. Yeah. Be interesting to see what goes on today. I think Alphinator wanted to go for the medium hard strategy, but I don't think that's going to work out for him. If he's going to be qualifying too low, I think. I don't know if you guys can remember your strategies. I think I did soft hard.
Yeah, I did soft hard as well.
Soft hard strong, man.
Anything that wasn't Bahrain, Monaco, or Baku, can't remember.
Depending on pace, I mean, a two-stop works, right? But if everyone in here is super quick and you're going for the top spot, you have to go for the one-stop. But softs die very quickly on this track. Pitting onto softs at the end to try and gain more pace. Doesn't work. But yeah, Cameron, like Joe said, if it's not the Sky Wi-Fi, it's the medium traction control. That's an F in chat. Cameron was quick in time trial as well. Well, let's try and help Cameron. If you guys are in Cameron's position right now, what tyres are you starting on? I think, personally, I'd still go soft hard.
Yeah, that seems pretty smart.
If you've got the pace, all you've got to do is get past the front of the field slowly. Sorry, the back of the field slowly, right? Don't do anything stupid, as Davies sits at 111.9 on the mediums. A very good lap from Davies there.
That's a great lap.
Maybe Alphinator will give it another go. As Tenek also sets a 12.3 on the mediums. As Ben Blink sets a 10.7, puts him in third, moves the relevant down 1. 7/10 gap between Lanky and Percy. They will be moved up to tier 1 as soon as we get that going, as Max leaves.
Did you?
But what were we saying? Yeah, I think soft medium works better. We had on the Netherlands, the Dutch Grand Prix on my PC League. One of the slower guys started at the back, started on the soft, and he made 10 positions in the first lap, and then wasn't anything really happening at the back. It's just, yeah, the softs die really quickly when the track's heated up. But I don't know. What would you guys do? Soft hard or medium hard? Or hard soft hard medium?
Soft hard.
Yeah, I'd go. Yeah, all agreeing on soft hard. So Karen, up to you. As long as you don't crash. Just remember you're at the back of the grid, so you're gonna have to brake early. But you don't. Well, so let's go through the field. So we've got obviously the two AlphaTauris doing the usual at the top. It'll be interesting though, because all it takes is a bit of inconsistency from those two to mess up and the back down. Irrelevant, a 10.6. I'm pretty sure he's improved on his time. Was a 10.7. Then we've got Ben in 4th, Ryan in 5th, and then we've got some medium runners, 6th and 7th. Aiden. It's on his outlap. I think that 11.0 is on softs. I don't know if he's going to be able to improve that on the mediums, but I mean, go for it.
Arian's bullying me in chat. As you do.
People watch these VODs back, guys. Relax. In the chat. Relax. They got on board with Callum. He's currently on the lap. Does have a Ferrari behind him. Is that Finn? Yeah, Finn is racing Callum. But I mean, could be good for Finn. Can get the DRS on the straight.
Oh,
Obviously, he'll
I
have
think
a
he
DRS
might have been
anyway.
validated. Or is
Validated.
he in his that lap?
No, he's still in. The map goes red if they invalidate. Alphanay is only up by 200ths of a second.
Hmm.
So he's not having the quickest lap here. He's now down a tenth and a half. So unless he lost everything in this last turn, then it's not looking good. Not looking too good for Alphanay here. Doesn't look very quick. I think this might be a bit of a slow lap. Improves, not by much. I think that's his exact time. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's his exact time. He said on the medium.
Not looking good for Alphanay. As Irrelevant goes, sorry, I didn't see this. But goes P2. Irrelevant splitting the Alpha Tauris on the front of the row, a couple hundredths of a second off. Feels looking kind of strange, you know. I don't think did Aiden do that time on the mediums or the softs.
No idea. Owen, what do we have to do for us, me and Arian, to race at Abu Dhabi?
We'll see what the standings are like. If anything, we could just get some random person to stream and we get a few of the tier 1 people in. But we have to start from the back.
That would seem like an absolute bonker of a race.
That'd be good fun. We'll see what's going on. Actually, we'll get to tier 1. I'm aiming to start within the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to find people with similar speed to the tier 1 guys, because I want it to be competitive. I don't want it to be the same person winning every week. Sorry, I don't want to be winning every week. But you know, we'll see what happens. If anyone watching the stream right now or the race wants to get involved, comment your Discord down below. We'll get you in. As Liam sets 12.196, puts him into 9th, moves to Max down to 10th. Tenik on the medium tyres improves, goes 7th on a 111.6, a very good lap from Tenik there. On the
last
medium
corner comes
tyres.
Toilet Shark. And he goes
Toilet
P13.
Shark goes 13th. I guess from this point on we can say Toilet Shark is a better driver than Phil Mitchell.
We can. Should we just bully Phil?
I mean, we don't really need to. All we say is Sky Wi-Fi every race. It's the same thing every week. As
Sky
Davies
Wi-Fi or
retires, is that in the pits? Yeah, Davies retires in the pits, so he doesn't think he's going to improve his medium lap time, or there's something going on that we don't know about. But I think that's a bit of a risky play. As I said at the end of quali, the track temps are insane. Like, it's very easy to improve your time. Who's on a lap?
Vortex on a lap. Aiden's about to start his lap.
Jump on board with Aiden, shall we? See if he can improve his time.
Aaron's doing pretty well.
I think a lot of people are doing quite well. Well, I mean, Tenik's not normally one of the names. Well, Tenik's one of the names you see up there. But something happens on the first lap. It happened last week, I think. Tenik had a good start and spun at the start of China because he went over to the left hand side of the track and see the Williams.
Good drivers like Max, Finn, Alphinator, Toilet Shark, all great drivers. At the back.
Phil Mitchell, nah. What am I saying? He's not a good driver.
Yeah, Phil Mitchell's goated.
I think Alphinator just hasn't had the practice, or he's forgotten to load a setup, one or the other.
Speak of the dice, I don't know.
But Aiden is up 2 tenths, so currently fighting for P4. He has got a Renault in his way in front of him.
What's going on?
I think he might have got.
I don't know if that
Bit of
affected
damper on his
him.
lap here.
Oh, he's
Mania validates, goes wide.
Got that validation.
If he does get pulled, that's still fair.
If I was
Would've
Aiden,
been
I would have pitted
10,
then.
11.9.
100% I would have pitted if I was Aiden and gone some fresh tyres and gone out now. Anyone going out now is going to improve the time a lot.
Personally, I would head out with maybe 2 minutes to go.
I'd be going out now to get ahead of the traffic, and then if anyone does come out, you catch the DRS on them. But I don't know.
Oh,
Ryan, I can't tell if Ryan's on a lap or not. If he's trying to get back to the pits, his tyres are 2 laps old, so this isn't going to help him in the race if he is. But we're gonna we'll jump on board with
Still has
Robbie.
time.
I don't know who's on a lap. I don't know who's at the front. Irrelevant's on an out lap. Percy's on a lap. Percy's 2 temps down on his time. Sorry, beating his time by 2 temps. So it's looking like a 109 something from Percy here. Very good lap. Doesn't invalidate. Keeps it smooth. Holds the inside line to gain the extra few hundredths. Never mind. Goes wide. Could have been his time of fair more there. What does he get? A 109.7.
And he's gone pole.
Very nice.
Impressive lap for him.
Aiden's basically just stopped on track. Although, don't count Lanky out, I think he's still on the lap.
Lanky's 8
Nice.
seconds down on his time, so...
Yeah, he's definitely either hurt his... Oh. I think he's on his out lap. He's not on his out lap. How old are his tyres?
I don't know what Ryan's doing, but he's on another lap, and his tyres are 3
Toilet
laps
Shark
on.
blocking Percy there. I mean, not
Hello.
Percy, Lanky. He's going straight back into the pits. Predictions for the race, lads?
I'm gonna wait to see the end of quali, I think.
Oh,
Aaron
see,
retires.
I was saying Aaron was doing well. Cursed it.
I mean, Irrelevant's coming up to the end of his lap now. I don't know if he's up or down on his time. We're about to find out. It doesn't look like a very quick one. I could be wrong. Oh, I think that's 3rd place for Irrelevant. I don't think he's gonna have time to do another lap here. I mean, he could. Depends what he's doing here now, but it looked like he was about dead on the same time last lap.
I think Aiden just got impeded by Toilet Shark on his lap.
Toilet Shark's having a bit of a sink. So Irrelevant is
Toilet
down
Shark
on his
is-
time. Irrelevant at the minute is going P2. Currently 3/4 of a tenth up on his time. Is this going to split the AlphaTauris? He is low on ERS. He's a 10.5 beating his time. Ooh. Are we going to see the AlphaTauris split up at the front of the grid?
It's to not invalidate,
Doesn't
right?
invalidate.
It's taking it a while. 35 seconds to
I don't think
go.
people watched the YouTube video of me trying to help. 109.8.
Eight.
Second
He splits-
place.
Oh, just...
A very, very nice
10th.
lap from him.
Is Lanky... that's fit for Lanky.
I don't think, yeah, Lanky's not going to get out in time for another lap. So it's looking like Percy P1, Irrelevant P2, Lanky P3. Ben is on a lap. He is a 10th up, but is currently 7 tenths away from Robbie. So only going to be improving on his current time. If he did set his best lap on those tyres, that's not good for him because they are 2 laps old, but so it's a 1:11.4, 7 tenths down on that lap. Ryan, for some reason, coming out the pits now on the medium tyres. Very interesting. Max
Thanks, got to
finishing
do his.
P7. Tannic is on a lap, but is 2.5 down, so he's not going to be improving. And everyone else is still in the pits. Bit of an interesting one. I mean, the quickest time was 1:09.7. That's pretty decent. I'm going to quickly jump onto YouTube and see what my time was, just so I can compare. Really compare my Netherlands time. What are your guys' predictions for today's race?
Hmm.
I can see Percy dominating again. Maybe Relevant PT snatching it. I can't see Lanky doing much. I think Lanky might get an unlucky race. Yeah, other than that, I can't see anything happening.
My quickest time was a... can't see it. A 10... what does that say? A 1:09.2 on the dot.
On what?
Netherlands, this track. On my PC
PC?
league. Yeah, so my 4th race on the game. So they're not too far off.
I'm very bad at this track. I don't like it at all.
I mean, a few people in the Discord saying they haven't got the subs, but so Percy P1, Irrelevant P2, Lanky P3, Blink P4, P5 for Ryan. Aiden is P6, but I'm pretty sure he has a 5 grid place penalty, which he does. So Tenek P7, Max P8, Aaron is P9, Davies in P10 with the mediums, now P9. So it'll be interesting to see what Davies can do. Can he go long consistent? If he picks up a bit of wing damage, that could affect his race. Alphanate is going to be starting. I think Alphanate makes the cut for 10th, so not a great quality from Alphanate. So on the near the top of the field. Sorry, Alphanate P11, Insane Power P12, Dangerous Donut 13th. Not the best from Finn. Didn't quite catch the rest there. If one of you does want to keep an eye on Toilet Shark during the first few laps, let me know if he does anything saucy. If so, we will.
You got it.
Give him a message. A couple drivers have PM'd me questioning his driving abilities.
Who wants to commentate this start? Evan, do you want to commentate this?
Evan did a good job last week.
I did.
Yeah.
You know what, Joe? You can take it.
Okay, thank you. What was I? Yeah, real life discussion, real quick, just before the session starts in a formation now. What do we think of McLaren getting P3 in the championship?
Let's go.
Very well deserved.
I'm not the happiest. I prefer Racing Point, but I'm still glad for them because it's been a tough few years for them. So I think they kind of deserve it. But yeah, I prefer Racing Point because of Checo.
I'd like to see Checo go to Red Bull.
Red Bull.
But I always feel bad for Albon, but I would love to see Checo in a car where he's not having to rebuild it for 10 years, and as it's at its prime, he gets kicked out the team.
Finn stopped on the line.
Yeah,
There's
Finn's TV
Finn.
isn't on.
Oh, well, that's
what
fun.
I've been told, so won't be good for him. As long as he can find it.
And he's just...
That's tough.
I mean, every TV, every monitor has a button on it somewhere.
Yep.
Mine's on the back. I think they're all on the back.
Mine's on the back.
On the side.
We have a quick look now at the tyres. So, Davies Alphanate are on the mediums in 9th and 10th, and Insane Power, Dangerous Donut on the mediums at the back of the track. Everyone else running the softs. The rest of the grid for you, we did have Finn 13th, Toilet Shark, Johnny, Dr. Crazy, and Cameron at the back of the field. Looks like Cameron's overtaken 14th, 15th, and 16th in this formation lap. Yeah, that just shows how determined he is to get back up the field.
The strategies are soft to hard, and then it's a two-stop would be a soft to mediums. So
I don't get
would go
that
soft to hard.
strategy.
It's a weird strategy.
The softs are bad. The softs are really bad. As Percy's already at the finish line to line up, something I don't think he was paying attention because his tyres going to start getting cold.
Definitely was not.
Mine is obviously motivated to he
just wants to get the race started. He wants to get around that first turn and gain a 10-second gap in 3 laps.
This was the point that if I was in the league, I'd probably be going to do something at this point. You know, lining up
this
on the
is the worst part of the race. Like in
it's terrifying.
Well.
Not gonna lie, it was pretty scary the last time I did it. Well, league racing anyway, because Owen was there.
This is all you.
Oh. I don't know when it's lights out. I can't see anything.
The cars all rev up. And lights
They're revving up.
Now.
It's lights out and away we go. Irrelevant gets a good start. Whitey Flipper gets a very good start. There looks to be contact somewhere. And Max Rogers has gone off. He's gone off very wide. Oh, and Finn has spun.
I think Max just hit one of the McLarens into the wall.
Other than that, is there anything up at the front? Irrelevant makes it into P2. He was already in P2.
Ryan, Robbie and Irrelevant fighting.
Oh.
Side
Oh,
by
collision,
side.
collision,
That's
collision.
what's-
Oh, collision.
Robbie into the wall. Doesn't take wing damage. He can get straight back on the track and go. He won't
This
be
is
happy with
what we
that.
like to see.
Side by side with Irrelevant. That's not a part of the track,
Oh.
ladies. And he gets disqualified for
Side by
going the
side.
wrong way.
You love to
That
see
is
it.
a shame.
That is not a part of the track you want to be overtaken in, but that's very unfortunate. You got very
Oh,
unlucky there.
and Dr. Crazy goes into the back of Total Shark. That's wing damage for him. Well done.
Well then.
I mean, it was kind of eventful first lap, really.
I mean, Alphanate is on a good one so far. Started was P10, he's now P6 on the medium tyres, side by side with Tenek in the
Although
first
he's
turn.
trying to go around the outside of Tenek,
Turn one.
but it didn't work.
It's not a bad turn. Tenek got past Alphanate. There's a lot of overtaking at the back.
Oh.
Davies gets past Liam in the McLaren. Just think it's very unlucky for the AlphaTauri driver there. Not a part
I think
of the
Dr.
track
Crazy
side by side.
is going to make it hard for Finn, because he's got Dr. Crazy has bad wing damage. He's lost an end plate, so I think coming through high-speed corners, he's not going to be the greatest.
Percy with a 2-second gap already.
Oh, he's
Two
gone
laps
off the
in.
trap and Finn. So YT Flipper in third.
Johnny gets past Max.
Oh, that's what bad we got to
both,
remember.
both Mercedes had a bit of a dodgy start from the looks of it. I saw one of the McLarens get a little tap from one of the Mercedes going past as Finn
Oh,
does.
Finn
go
has gotten by
past.
Dr. Prissy, so now he's going to get.
Good for Finn. He's got 2.5 seconds to find. Percy's in a 1:13.6, quickest lap of the race so far. 3 laps in. 50. This is a weird track for ERS. It's not really one that you gain much back for a lap. Don't want to be overusing that too much. As Ben is on the back of YouTube Flipper. Got crazy with a fast and tapping, spinning pillar.
Yeah, Owen, so what's kind of the story behind YT Flipper and Flipper Jr.? Because you're called Flipper Jr., but I'm assuming that Ryan's older than you.
No, he's younger than me.
Oh,
4 years younger than me.
then why you called... What? Then why you
There's
called
a yellow
Flipper Jr.?
flag for his toilet shot.
Nice little scrap between the two Red Bulls here for 6th and 7th. Aiden gets through.
I think we could see some contact between Alphanita and Acrux, maybe. Toilet shot, repping the set, back in 15th. Where he usually is. No offense if you're watching the stream. Because, you know, you've got to be kind.
Comes Vortex to the inside of. Looking for position, a little bit of contact there.
L. Davies making 2 moves on.
The
Oh,
Ferrari's up to P3 now.
Ooh, Ryan makes contact, gets pushed off the track. Another place you don't really go for a move room.
if it works, it works. As long as you don't make contact, it's fine. There's a big bunch of cars. Phil Mitchell, Insane Power, Max Rogers, J and Y spec, not spec. I could swear I read everything wrong.
Yeah, nice little scrap for the back half of the points. Not too bad.
Yeah, it looks to be fun in the midfield. I don't think we're gonna see much. Yeah, we're not seeing anything up front. Percy dominating it again. You hate to see it.
So Mitchell tried to up the inside into the last corner. Not really a place you get moves done.
Definitely struggling. The car in front on the medium tyres, so he is saving the ERS.
I'm just waiting for the day Percy spins out. I'll never see it that day. I would say same thing goes for Lanky, but yeah.
I think Lanky got very unlucky. It looks like Irrelevant just cut his line and nothing that Lanky could do.
Well, we might be seeing some incidents after the race.
For sure. I mean, it happens every race. What do you expect? I mean, Alpha and Davies in a good position here as JNY and Max off the track. Into the gravel.
Lovely.
Bit of contact with someone from the looks of it. But Alpha and Davies side by side, and the two in the on the medium tyres in a good position for the.
Oh, contact.
Like a bit of a
Nice.
rear end from lost in Callum's car there. But, those two using a lot of ERS, I wouldn't say it's the smartest thing to be doing. They're both racing each other on the tyre that's meant to be taking them further. So I think if they were playing it smart, as
big
Callum goes
lockup.
down the inside. Oh, lovely move from Alpinator there. If they're on the medium tyres, I think they should be really racing each other. If anything, just use each other's DRS and just stick with it.
I really hope we see something happen, because if it stays the way it is, I'll be not disappointed, but a little bit bored for like 40 minutes of my life.
I mean, it'd be nice
Just
someone up in
like-
YouTube flip on the back of Blend, going down the inside, didn't really work. Then gets a 30-second time penalty for track limits. Ryan has the DRS, shouldn't make a move. Doesn't. But you get him on the next straight. So Percy, 3 seconds ahead. Then you got a relevant PT who hasn't spun out or made a
L
mistake
Davies
yet.
on Alpinator. Oh,
Davies and
yeah,
Alpha
they're not.
They're fighting each other for no reason. I think Alpha knows that as well. He's saving all of his ERS, not using it. Davies is using it everywhere he goes. On those medium tyres, really should be just sticking up with each other, using each other for DRS, and just going the long game, which they are both going for. Their tyres aren't going to be in the best condition after all this racing with each other.
Well, Davies drives up the
L
outside.
Davies goes off. Oh no, it's not even off. See, I think links are good because you can learn a lot for them about them. I mean, there's like saving ERS and stuff, how to take corners and stuff, and how not to spin at Baku Castle section. I learned that from Owen. Thank you for that.
There you go. As
Life
Phil
lessons.
Mitchell gets back into the points.
Big-
Oh!
Almost lost it on the curb.
Almost lost
I-
it. Nearly got the commentator's curse. So Mitchell making his way back up the field. Just needs to go long on the soft tyres. If he can go long, he'll have the better hard tyres at the end. I didn't say this to anyone, but in my league race, 3 of the front 6 drivers had punctures as they crossed the finish line. As soon as they crossed the line, their tyres exploded. So that'll be interesting. Alpha and Aiden firing as one. Is that Davies? Davies off the track.
Rest in peace, L Davies.
Starts going again. Unlucky for Davies. I'm gonna guess who was racing with
He doesn't
Callum
have
again.
a Max Rogers is just coming behind him. It's
Vortex
oddly
into the
ominous.
pits for a 2-stop strategy as he gets onto another set of softs.
Going for the pace. Something different to Percy. I do think the one stop will be a
Finn
lot
is back into the
better,
points.
but
Oh, yeah, he is back into the points.
I think there's been a few cars pit. There's only one. Never mind. I think a few cars
Oh,
making
Phil Mitchell's going for a
mistakes.
move. Yes, is
Phil
here.
Mitchell, the CEO of Internet.
Up to P6.
So far, so good for Phil Mitchell, working his way back up the field. Alphinator having a screamer of a lap so far. Well, sorry, a race, except from the racing he had with Davies, which was unneeded.
Assassin Aaron got ran off the road all the games, which was with a penalty.
I think Alphinator is looking good here. If he can make it work, got 3 second time
You say
penalty. As
that.
I said that.
You'd say that, I get
What is going on?
Hold up. If the commentator's curse is during Percy crash out.
No. I think Percy's proven a point here. I think he's proven that he wants to go to tier 1 and will beat Joe every race. Which I
Owen.
don't mind seeing. I think you give Percy and Lanky a bit too much slack. I mean they win every race, but just showing their dominance.
They're good. I mean, Percy first and Lanky on the contrary, but we don't talk about that.
I mean, Lanky got unlucky. Like, once again, irrelevant. Made a bit of a dive. There's just a lot of drivers in Tier 2 who go for moves that you shouldn't go for. Like,
I would say
there's risk taking,
Shark is
then there's
worse.
being stupid. But,
As Finn gets up into P8, passing Aaron, who went off the track a little bit. Making his way back through after
Aaron
his
has wing damage. I
lap
think
one
off a few
incident.
times. I think this is one of the newer tracks, one of the tracks people have less experience on. Personally, one of my favourites because it's the only race I won.
I love
in
this
my
track.
PC league. We never.
I hate this
We never got the
track.
predictions. What did you guys think for the
Oh,
final positions?
Percy irrelevant. YT flipper. Yeah, I knew that before the race.
I'm gonna go.
And I totally knew
I'm gonna
that
go
because-
Percy, Tenic, YT flipper.
Oh,
I think Irrelevant's gonna crash into the wall when coming up the pits.
I'm going to go with Percy, YT Flipper, and Phil Mitchell, actually.
Let's go, the mighty Phil Mitchell. What was it like having him as a
I
teammate
take
at Red Bull?
It was
Traumatic.
nice to have because, you know, he would realize when you were faster than him, so he would usually, you know, get out of the way, you know, sometimes.
Every time he lapped in.
Very nice teammate,
Evan.
actually.
Did you drive with Red Bull in last season?
Yes.
Ah, yes, because Arian, of course, he
Yellow
left
flag. I
Haas
think,
and
is
joined
that a
you.
Ferrari? I think that's Blind on the 2-stop. If he has wing damage, it's not good for him. He hasn't got any wing damage, so he's alright.
My prediction, I was joking about the YT flipper thingy.
Yeah,
I think
just for a
I think
sec.
it might be. I think it's going to be Percy, irrelevant, Technic.
It'll be interesting. I just every race so far, Irrelevant's made a mistake, and consistency is one of the things he's been trying to improve on. Obviously, the little incident he had earlier, YouTube Flipper and Tanic, by the way, pitting for the hard tyres. So Phil Mitchell up into 4th, fighting Alfnair now. Alfnair on the mediums. If Alfnair plays this smart, he doesn't fight the Williams on the soft tyre, because all the soft tyre's doing is decayed him. That tyre's on edge. So they're going to go side by side.
No,
Karen backs off.
can't find the space.
YT flipper's just watching on.
He's on the hard tyres, he's
Biding
pitted,
his
so he's
time,
just
really.
all he's got to do is go long. He's hoping for an undercut. He shouldn't be racing his teammate if that is what he's doing.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's going to go down the inside.
Oh, what a move from
Great move.
YouTube Flipper. That was nice. I don't think Gary can complain about that. That was insane. Alflair on the medium tyres going along. Percy into the pits, and Irrelevant also into the pits. So Irrelevant nearly gets held up though. Where will they be when Ryan gets around that last turn? I still think it's a fairly big gap. Tenic is a couple of seconds behind Ryan now. What will Cameron do? Will he go into the pits? Yes, Cameron goes into
Yes.
the pits. And gets a 5-second speed and time.
Oh.
You won't be happy with that. Just over from the looks of it. Collision, assassin in the pits.
Oh.
I think he hit.
In the
He might have hit the back of the Alpha Romeo in the pit lane.
Nice. Gets to do front win.
We're gonna go on board with YouTube Flipper. He's racing Callum. Oh, he needs to just relax. Got the overtake button, so that's another thing. I mean about overtaking when necessary. You need to just take your time. There's plenty of DRS streets.
Oh, JNY spec going off.
Has he got wing damage?
It doesn't
Nope. He's
appear
alright.
so.
Back on the
Nope,
track.
he's
I
alright.
think it's just the cold hard tyres for him, unless he did make a collision with someone which we didn't catch.
Although Finn and Blink Vortex, I think it's Ben. They're both battling for positions, but
Going on board of Ryan here
Vortex
behind
got
Alfane. It's on the hard tyres, about to be on the DRS straight. Goes down the inside and they touch.
Holy mix.
That's another thing,
They
like
showed
I
us
said, going for
yeah.
moves. I can hear Ryan smashing his controller on the desk. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
I heard that as well.
I heard it.
Yes.
Promotes Teddick up to P4 now.
I just think about right lap 13. I can watch that back as many times as I want now.
That was his own fault. He went for a move somewhere he shouldn't be going for a move, but I'm going to stay quiet there before a controller gets thrown at me. Phil Mitchell in P9 on the hard tyres. Will be ahead of the two runners in front, still to pit. Blinn still to pit as well. Currently net 6th for Phil Mitchell.
I think we could see some more banging of the table from YT Flipper if Blink Vortex spins about, which honestly I wouldn't mind hearing. Funny. It's just all you're gonna hear.
This is something I mean. Like, even though people need to understand consistency is what wins you races. It's not going for stupid moves. Like my move on Tom, Baku was bad, right? But I had no choice. Even though he got put on the wall and killed, he made a mistake out of a turn as I tried to get past. Okay, the curve took the cut. But except from that, my overtakes are normally fine. I just save my fuel, save the DRS. As soon as DRS straight comes, overtake.
Teddick on Callum trying to send it around the outside into turn 1 here. He's got to get the move done.
Good move from Teddick there.
P3.
And Alphanet is still to pit as well. Is this a sign that Alphanet is losing time on those medium tyres?
Oh, absolutely.
If he goes too long, he's losing too much.
Mistake.
As Liam gets past Dangerous Donut in the pit. So onto the hard tyres for Finn now. Got a speeding penalty. Gets in. Is he going in front of Aiden? Just behind Aiden. Out of the pits. Ahead of JNY. So Finn's got a few things to do to get up into the points. But I'm sure he can do that if he head down. Keeps going. Alphanet. Full and behind Tenic now. Tyres are definitely on edge. We jump on board and see.
So Owen, what was going through your head when you killed Tom?
I was like very upset. From
what headstone he was gonna get?
The castle section was bad. I was ahead by a lot. It's only because of a little misunderstanding on what a red arrow means on the floor that I tapped the wall. So I ended up pitting, and then obviously it was quite a little bit quicker than Tom. He made the mistake out of the castle section. I tried to work on it, and as I was going over a little bit of curve,
you kind of ran him into the wall.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't have the car, dude. Freak. A little bit.
You were in control of the car.
No, if you watch the video, you can see from the car movement that the rear tyres slide out after I touch the curb. So I tried to save the car.
Killed him.
I tried to save the car, and by the time I'd saved it, Tom became a Red Bull sandwich. I couldn't do anything. It's blinked on the back of Alphanea.
Tom didn't become a Red Bull sandwich. Tom became dead.
Brakes late. Does he get past Alphanea?
Oh, he's got
wide taps Alphanea.
Oh, they big.
Alphanea gave him a little bit of a tap there. Bit dirty from Alphanea.
He's alright.
From what I've heard, Finn really dislikes both Red Bulls.
Well, if we're looking at there's 20 laps left, right? And Alphanea is just pitted to get off those mediums. So he did 15 laps and he was clearly struggling with pace. So how long can Blinn stay out on those softs before changing? He needs to stay out another, what, 5 laps?
Yeah, about around there, yeah.
So Phil Mitchell up to P7. Davey still needs to pit. So it's looking like a Williams 5th and 6th so far. Blinn still needs to pit to get off the softs. So not looking bad for the desk smashers over it. That's alright. I got on stream, so I guess the good thing about streaming these races is if we catch people's stuff, they can see where they've gone wrong. I mean, I'll definitely speak to Irrelevant about him and Lanky's incident at the start, as I can tell you he was not very happy. Did get an apology message from him saying ignore the messages in the group chat, so that'll be interesting, something to check out later on. As Blink is on the back of Tenic. Is there going to be a scrap into the first turn? Let's find out. Blink has 100% ERS. Going to use DRS. Is he going to use the overtake? Nope. Sticking behind from the looks of it.
Oh, and you know Australia, I don't know whether everyone was watching it or not, but you know how it was, it was the worst race ever.
I can't remember Australia, to be honest. I didn't
Oh,
know. That
you
was
know-
one I didn't race because I didn't have the game.
Yep, I
No.
was.
No, it was in, not Australia. What's it called? The one that we were commentating on.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone was watching that stream or not,
Nope.
but, I think the F1 flute theme perfectly describes that race. It's
Facts.
just...
Just sounds like an absolute banger.
I mean, it was a good race. It would have made it to
it was
the
a great
YouTube because it
race.
was funny, but one of the commentators didn't include their audio.
Oh my
And
god.
also, I'm pretty sure I swore.
I mean, I think I said one or two this race. It's fine. It's just, you know, keep it to a minimal. Everyone is okay. Blend on the back of
It's
Tenek
blending
now.
in.
Surely,
I did hear you swearing. It blends in perfectly.
no, it's just natural. My voice is just beautiful. There's a blinks on the back of Tenek. Is he going to use all of his overtake? He is using overtake.
Yes.
He's got DRS. He's got everything he needs. If he doesn't send it, I wouldn't be surprised.
Can't get close enough.
So Phil Mitchell is up 11 positions.
Yeah, Phil Mitchell
Driver
getting the
to
strategy
so
to work. Obviously, he's got a penalty, 5 seconds, speed in the pit lane. So as long as he's ahead of Alpha by a few seconds, assuming this is the end of order, he should be okay. Toilet Shark making those tyres last as Davies.
Then it goes off. I watched that happen with my own eyes.
What happened?
He just went on the curb and just proceeded to spin.
Fair enough.
So,
Flipper
Tenek
makes
back down to P5.
That's right. Desk Smasher makes his position back. I'm sure he'll be happy. Probably got past 10, kind of a little giggle, but you know. See, I don't think the medium strategy from Alpha was a very smart one because now he's on. Yeah, his tyres are 4 laps newer. Towards the end, could show better performance. If you look behind him, we do have a little train, 4 cars. Insane Power, Davies, Max, and Aiden. Insane on the quicker tyres. Davies on the newer tyres.
A 4-car train is what we love to see.
Finn just.
A 5-car train soon because Finn's just waiting. Please, for the love of God, Aiden White, please do not spin out Max. His entire race will be destroyed.
This
Please
point
do
is
not do
what
it
he's
to the
looking
poor
for.
boy.
I don't.
Please don't
if
do it
Max
to
doesn't
him.
walk away with a point, I think there will be a sad TikTok going up on his. But Insane Power getting overtaken by Davies. Davies gets to the side, gets past. Aiden's on the
Sad
inside of
TikTok
Max.
Aiden looks
and
up the
gets
inside,
past.
he's gonna get past Max.
Oh no, the points, Max, they were there. He's not happy. You can tell by the face.
Wait, Owen, do you follow Max on TikTok?
I do. He was.
Why don't you follow me?
Percy 113.53, very fast lap from Percy. Most don't know.
I've lost all respect for you, Owen.
And that's why I'm going to beat you in
Don't even
Tier
have
1 later on this
respect.
season. But Blink on the soft tyres. Is he going to pit this lap? Touches a bit of grass there. He hasn't yet. He does.
Yeah, he's going in.
Into the pits. I don't know why he didn't use much ERS. He's like saving it all. He could have. He earns like 40% going in the pits, right?
Go down to the mediums.
Will the quicker tyres work for him? As Tenek has retired from the session.
Oh, that's a shame.
Either he collided.
Had to
with
crash out of the last
Mitchell.
corner.
That's a virtual safety car. So how many drive-throughs will we see today?
Oh, there he is. Oh.
So this is good for Blink because he's not going to lose as many positions as he initially was going to because of the. I don't know why I sound like Boris Johnson then. The brand new blue passports. So looking good for.
What's the only blue passports thing? I don't get it.
So because the UK are leaving. Oh, Flipper gets a drive.
Ryan gets penalty free.
Are we going to
Speaking
hit
of the safety
desk
car.
smash? He serves that now, right? Would you serve it now if you were him?
Yeah, I would say it now.
Yeah, I'd serve it now.
And Toilet Shark also gets one. So not good
Will
for
I
him.
can
Promote
see
Phil
Dangerous
Mitchell onto the
Stone
podium.
and Max Rogers right next to each other, and if they collide, this could ruin a friendship. Bearing in mind that they're both in a party together.
Oh dear.
Who's in the pipe?
That's not gonna go damn well.
So Ryan's doing his
Yeah,
drive
into the
through
pits
now.
comes Ryan.
Don't get a speeding penalty.
Oh,
Oh,
Finn,
there he goes.
Finn on,
That's
Finn
gonna
on
put.
Max Rogers. Clean. Oh,
I can hear him shouting. He's shouting at his wife. So, both the Williams now have 5-second time penalties. As the Ferrari.
I would say I feel sympathy for. Oh,
And safety. The VSC.
what?
What for? I'm so confused.
And,
Oh, is it Whitey Flipper?
Oh, Ryan hits.
I think
Ryan
Blink
hit the
slammed his
Ryan
brakes
hit the
on.
wall.
Blink,
Ryan hit
no,
the
I
wall
think
again.
I saw it on the screen. Blink slammed his brakes on to get Delta, I think, and little tap from Ryan. Aiden taps the back
He gets
of the
penalty.
down.
I-
Why are people so
I-
close to tap? Like in tier 1's going to be amazing, right? You're not going to see any penalties except from Joe.
Let's hope.
Owen,
Let's hope
How
so.
many drive-throughs? How many drive-throughs? So
Oh, wait,
Davey's got a
at least I
drive-through.
didn't kill someone.
Someone will get a drive.
I didn't murder anyone. Also, I would say I feel sorry for Ryan, but for what he did to me in Vietnam, I have little to no sympathy for him. I don't want to speak about it.
A very eventful race so far, I think we can all agree.
Oh, absolutely.
As Phil Mitchell's entered the podium positions at the minute, Ryan's going into the pits.
Like big man Phil Mitchell.
Why is Ryan going into the
Up on the
pits?
podium.
Ryan's.
If Phil
getting
Mitchell
some
gets
mediums.
a podium, I will. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna.
I know you guys on the stream can't hear it. I have just heard my brother shout, "Good game! Yes, good game! Clap, clap, clap! Change my win! Hurry up!"
Oh God.
Gone into medium tires,
It's
had
the-
to get a new wing.
It's another
Another
VSC,
VSC.
for crying out loud.
It's good for-
I
Oh
can go
my
get
goodness
popcorn
gracious.
in this time.
Will we see another drive-through? Come back tomorrow then.
Any other drive-throughs? Who else wants to drive through?
Drive through
Handing
for
them up
you.
like Oprah
Drive
over
through
here.
For you.
I apologise, guys. For next season, you're gonna have to buy the virtual safety car aspect because EA are now buying the game.
That's right.
If you want it
Or
free,
you're gonna have to buy F2. You're gonna have to buy Karima. You're gonna have to buy fuel.
you want tyres? You're gonna
have to buy
the
ERS.
tyre bundle.
Which comes with 4 tyres and it's £100. You can only use them once every 30 minutes.
Could you imagine they bring out like on some of the mobile games you have to have like enough lightning to play or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, they bring
Honestly,
out. Oh no.
They bring it out for F1.
Honestly-
you can do 5 races in an hour max. So Aiden gets a drive.
Well,
Percy
well,
gets a
I
drive
don't-
through. YouTube Flipper gets a drive through.
Yes. Goes
Oh,
with the drive
God.
through. Thank God. Oh, finally.
Multiple cars getting a drive through. YouTube
It's
Flipper getting
like that
another one.
one.
Man, he's gonna
Ramsey
be
meme is finally
very
good.
happy about that.
He didn't get a 5-second time for this. That's fine. But Percy, did Percy go into the pits or did he keep going?
insane power. Oh, he's in the pits. I thought he's
Ryan
back.
retires in the pits.
And Ryan retires.
He's coming, he's coming.
He's gone. He's 100% gone to hit Owen. Anyway, whilst Owen isn't here, this gives me time to plug my TikTok account. Go follow Formula 1 Joe, no caps. O is in Joe, it's spelled with a 0.
Another VSC.
I'm going to lose it.
What is going on?
Yes, for anyone that could hear me speak, it was Formula 1 Joe. The O in Joe is a 0.
There you go.
Yeah, no cap.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug. It's pathetic, but it works.
Any more
Um,
drive-throughs during this another VSC?
Please, for the oh, please. Just let Percy spin. Let Percy go into the pits. Irrelevant drive. What irrelevant? Why are you going so slow?
He needs to go.
Okay, I'm back
Go.
after a short conversation to calm the Williams drop
Shame.
down.
Relevant's
oh,
gonna
he's chasing
inherit the
his
lead.
time.
Percy went into the pits to try to do his drive-through, but you can't serve the drive-through virtual safety car. Or he's playing it smart, as Blink
That
gets
puts
a
Irrelevant
drive-through
into the lead.
penalty.
Yes, irrelevant PT can win. Actually, wait, no.
Yes,
Thought
yes,
I
he
would
could.
say Phil Mitchell can win, but
No,
he's
Phil
a-
Mitchell's 50 seconds behind Percy, so with
Back.
the drive-through, he's still
Yeah.
not
So, irrelevant PT.
catching.
Please.
Is there like a glitch or something? Why are we getting a drive-through every second?
Why are
A
we getting
virtual safety
like a
car.
million VSCs
VSC.
every 2 seconds?
Is there a game bug?
I have no idea.
If
Percy-
it is, then that would be kind of fun to watch.
Percy
Be good on
needs to
Codemasters.
serve-
Good job.
Wait,
Good
be
job,
right back.
Codemasters.
EA have bought the game, it's all EA now.
Good job, EA.
I reckon Percy might have played this smart, you know. He might have pitted under the virtual safety car so he didn't lose as much time. Go onto the quicker tyres, serve the drive-through and just get all out. It'd be interesting. Yeah, see, look.
Now he
another
still has
virtual
that
safety car.
drive-through, and there
Yeah.
goes another VSC.
Is that the game?
I'm pretty sure that's the game. It cannot be anyone else. I haven't seen this spin in years.
I think the game's having a bit of a... I think the game's having a bit of a mad one. I don't know why it keeps giving out virtual safety cars. As Alphanet got a drive-through, but the virtual safety car is still not... The drive-through... So virtual safety car's gone now. Let's give it a lap. What? Just get another one. Wait for this lap to finish. Percy still needs to serve his drive-through. This is good from Phil Mitchell, gaining time as we go. Sector 1,
absolutely.
there's like a Mercedes of Assassin Aaron getting contact with someone. I don't know what's going on. Is there going to be another virtual safety car in the next 30 seconds? If so, this is not...
Got a bug.
Alpha coming out the pits after his drive-through behind Blink in the Ferrari.
That should close on track though.
Percy needs to do his drive-through still, so he should go into the pits now. There hasn't been a virtual safety car yet, so the only thing I reckon it could be is the Ferrari of, is that Finn? Finn's not in the game.
Percy just got a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane.
Yes, it's all going to plan.
Not good for
He
Percy.
starts his drive-through.
Phil Mitchell's nowhere near, so that's not good for Percy. But you know, Percy's coming up P2 on the quicker tyres now, so it will be interesting. But I think irrelevant as long as he doesn't do anything stupid, he walks away with this.
Owen, what you should do is at the end of the season, you should compile the best commentating clips and like just clips of them. You should just
We
go
should get people to do like clip of the week or something. You know what I mean? We'll say we'll have a couple of people sending some clips and do a montage. But I mean, I
Phil
don't
Mitchell
think you'll
passes
see
that.
as many virtual safety cars in the league race ever as much as this one.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to bet?
I don't know what was going on.
Monaco, you want to bet?
Monaco, you want?
I love Monaco. I like Monaco in Tier 1 was
love
good last
Monaco.
season, I think. I think it was me, Callum. I think only a few of us finished the race, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a 3-car 4. No, because Toilet Shark was a lap down, so it was just.
There was 12
3 of
cars.
us.
I think there's like 12 cars total, and only a certain amount finished. But I mean, the virtual safety car's over now. Percy's on the medium tyres, and is just going to keep catching to Irrelevant. Irrelevant hasn't made a mistake yet. But,
Which is surprising right now.
so Phil Mitchell currently in P3, and very good from the back of the grid after Spinala at the end of his lap. Blink 12
Jaden
seconds
applying?
behind, but has more penalties.
Yeah, Aiden was in the party. He's having a nice chat.
I think he joined
I
because of the
haven't-
virtual safety cars. We've got yellow flag, sector
Yellow
1.
flag
That
in
looks
sector
like
1.
McLaren.
Liam, yeah?
In McLaren.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter.
Didn't realise, but Max
Well,
is
it's
in
only one
P6.
I got Max.
Max in P6, a very good drive from him. Where are the penalties? So Max has 3 seconds worth of penalties. If he can gain 5 seconds on Blink, he'll jump because of the 11 seconds Blink has. Percy and Phil have 5 seconds. So I mean, a lot could change due to penalties at the end, but I think a lot of people getting drive-throughs when they shouldn't have. It's just a bad track, I guess. I don't know if you guys have much seen it, but in Vietnam, at the start of the game, if there was a safety car and you went into the pit and you overtook the safety car, you get disqualified. You know how,
Really?
you know the pit stop at Vietnam, like you cut
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
last turn, so you go ahead, you pit, you get disqualified. So you know the new tracks are quite buggy, but that's Codemasters figuring it. 7 laps left to go in the Grand Prix. Percy's made 2 seconds in a lap on Irrelevance. That could be a last lap battle.
But Percy is 15 seconds behind because of his penalty.
But you know what Irrelevance like under pressure? Consistency
Look,
isn't
just
his
speed
forte. Phil Mitchell in P3. Blink's tyres starting to drop off now. Only 7 laps old, but he's not gaining much time on Phil at all. As long as Phil keeps it consistent, looking like a P3 for the Williams driver. Not the best season for him so far, but you know, onwards and upwards as Liam gets a 3-second time penalty. Can we just talk about Dr. Crazy? 24 lap hard?
What?
What?
Oh yeah. He's been on the hard tires for 24 laps.
I mean, the amount of virtual safety cards we had, he could make it work, but it would be quite impressive.
Dr. Crazy isn't even last anymore.
Yeah, he's right outside the points.
What? A, if he does get a point, he does get a seat.
So he's gonna try. Aaron makes a mistake.
He's gonna be
take
all
advantage of
over
that.
it. So Evan,
Yo,
I've heard you're from America.
that is
I mean,
correct.
you can hear
What
from
state are you
you can
from?
hear from his voice, mate.
Yeah.
I'm from the
What
great
state?
state of
Yellow
Ohio.
flag. Who's that? Is that Toilet Shark?
Oh, big up Toilet Shark.
I mean, Toilet Shark with a dominant performance today. P14 for him.
Oh, we had a
Just
spin.
boosting how many
Aiden just spun.
seconds?
Aiden spun.
Yes,
Oh,
he has.
Yes. Ah!
That's Snarren's just behind him. That's not going to be good for his tyres. 19 lap old hards.
Oh.
Percy's gaining, but not as much as he needs to be. He needs to put his foot down. He has 90% ERS and he's not using it. If he wants to gain the relevant and have any
Oh,
chance...
there goes Toilet Shark again.
Yeah, Toilet Shark's overheated tyres, I'm
Struggling
guessing.
on those beads.
Don't bring another virtual safety car out, please. That could be a game changer, couldn't it? Could you imagine? Yellow flag sector 1.
Oh,
Is that
absolutely.
Assassin
don't-
Aaron into the wall?
Oh, it is?
Insane power goes past that last point.
Wait, no,
Point
Assassin Aaron. No, Dr. Crazy.
in the
Dr. Crazy's
pits.
pitting. No.
Serving a penalty.
5-second time penalty from the looks of it.
And changing his wing.
He's going all out. He's expecting another virtual safety car and everyone else on the grid to get a drive-through. Very smart from the Renault people over
If
there.
that happens, he's banged it.
If,
But if it
if
doesn't
that
happen,
works,
he's
that's
gonna
impressive.
look like a fool.
I think Percy's just stuck in some dirty air here. I'm not too sure. Him and a couple of back markers having a nice little race there. But, ooh, is the Toilet Shark nearly loses it in the house? But, Percy's not gaining on Irrelevant now, so this is a Irrelevance race to win. If he doesn't make a mistake, it would be very entertaining to see his tyres pop on the last lap. Not gonna lie. I can't remember how many laps I did on mine, but
Oh, and
Some
Aiden's out of the
lightning
Grand Prix.
type.
won't be a safety car because if they bring a safety
the
car
pit lane.
out, it will go straight in the next lap. Oh, it's in the pits anyway. Never mind.
Yep.
Dropping so Aaron back in the point positions after his unlucky spin. But,
Toilet Shark just overtook Fern. Alright. No, he didn't.
Finn's in 8th.
Yes, he did.
But very good from Max at the minute.
Yeah,
He's
no, I
gaining
know.
on Alphinator a little bit, but it would be interesting to see some tyres pop, I'm not going to lie. But we've got 4 laps left of the Grand Prix now. I think I did 21 laps on my hearts. But, I mean, Dr. Crazy went quite far on his. He did, what, 25 laps?
Yep.
I just think.
I think he should have got onto the softs.
He should.
because it's so far in.
The softs die really quickly. I think he should have just pitted earlier, to be honest. Under a virtual safety car, maybe pitted for like a pair of mediums or something. You would have, you know, lost half the time what you'd normally lose, and could have done bits there. But
Please, Alphinator, get another penalty so my son can get a P5.
I would like to see Max get out on track. He's obviously the tyres. Max is gonna have to, I think, just slow it down a little bit. Keep it after those. Well, look after those tyres. 23 laps is risky territory. What are his tyre temps on?
Crippled tyres.
The front right
Well,
tyre
yeah, I
gets
know, but
battered on this track.
Irrelevant Phil Mitchell and Assassin Aaron and Max is they're both on the same kind of ish tyres, so
Yeah,
I
it
like
will
to
be.
see how
That's
that
what I mean.
plays
It will
out.
be very interesting if one pops and one doesn't. Could be set up or tyre pressure related. Is but the Renault of Dr. Crazy fighting Max. It's quite annoying. I think we might have to bring in a rule where if you're a backmarker not to race those, because it does impede with your vision when you've got an invisible car inside of you.
True.
There's Assassin Aaron.
Oh,
First
Assassin
retired from
Oh, and
the
Aaron's out.
So JNY is going to overtake to get that point position.
Dr. Crazy, he can get it. He needs the point. I pray to the Almighty Lord.
One more car.
Just get Dr. Crazy in a seat, for crying out loud.
If we do jump on board with Max now, he is is within a second of Alphinator, so this could be interesting. He has 50% DRS, so
Come on, Max.
2 laps left to go. I think we'll stay on board with this because these are the closest battles now. I think
Yeah.
everywhere else is just big gaps.
I can't see
Yellow flag
anything else
sector 2.
happening.
That's an Alpha Tauri. Does he have a puncher? No, it was just a yellow flag. For some reason I thought it was on hard tyres. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Jump on board with Max.
It looks
Is
to
Max
be an
gonna
interesting
attack?
fight these last two. I don't think he'll attack this lap.
Oh, he's going. No, he's going for it now.
He's going for it for some ungodly reason.
He's
He's
gaining. I think
wasting.
he's gaining the gap. He's gaining the gap just to make sure he's close enough for the next time they attack. But just those tyres, man. He's got to be careful. It would be devastating to see him get past Alphinator and the tyre goes bang on the last lap. The
JFK
tyres-
style.
I think it's like after Jesus Christ. I think after 70% hards can explode. I was told 80%, but as soon as I touched 70 in Mexico in my recent league race, they went bang. But the dude that
Plot
overtook me
twist.
to beat my position was on 95, so it wasn't very
Plot
fair.
twist. Max's front left tyre is Abraham Lincoln and his front right is John F. Kennedy.
Max is on the back of Alphinator now, has DRS.
Both
Well,
of
I
them
wouldn't
just
go for the
bang.
move here.
I wouldn't
I wouldn't go for the move here, save it.
stand it.
Next straight, all
Send
out.
it.
If he wants that position, he goes all out on the next big straight. He has the DRS, he has the ERS, and he probably has the fuel as well.
He's the doers. He's
Just
the
get a
doers.
good exit out of here. He gets a good exit. Overtake on. He's going to have the DRS
Oh, my
to attack
child.
Callum now.
Here it
How's
comes.
he going to do? Has the DRS. Alphinator defending for his life. So, 2 laps left. Dangerous dinner.
No, no, Finn.
Finn with the penalty.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. He's nowhere near anyone.
23 lap holds for Irrelevant at the front. Percy's is the fastest lap of a 1:11.888. That's a satisfying number. Still 5 seconds.
Don't slip,
behind
Alphinator. Don't slip.
Irrelevant.
If you slip, you could lose the position.
Wait, are we on the last lap? So we're on the
Yes,
last
we
lap.
are.
We're on the
It's
last
the
lap
last
now.
lap of the Grand Prix.
But we're going to still stay on board with Max because I just want to see. He is dropping off now. For what
Commentators, Alphinator makes a mistake.
loud? Commentators curse. Wait, can someone quickly pause, go to race director and see if Alphinator has any warnings?
I got you.
Because all it takes is for Max just to push him.
Oh! Irrelevant PT is spun.
Oh shit!
Percy goes past.
Irrelevant spun. Percy's taking the
Spun.
lead.
He's choked it. He's actually choked it.
Choked it
What
away
is
from the
wrong?
curb.
He had 1, 2.
Wait, hold
And
up, hold
it-
up, hold up.
Percy
If you look
was
at
spun as
penalties,
well.
Percy does have 5 seconds, so he could still.
As long as Irrelevant stays with the 5
Irrelevant
seconds,
needs
he's
to
going to
stay
win this
within
Grand
the
Prix.
5 seconds. He wins.
He's gotta. I think he's.
He's been very lucky there that Percy got the drive through in the 5.
Percy crosses the line.
Percy crosses the line, but Irrelevant.
But Irrelevant's going to win the Grand Prix.
PT, well done.
PT.
What a great race.
You're a very lucky
Good race
boy.
for Irrelevant, and so Phil Mitchell currently in 3rd.
Max and Alphinator are still going.
They're still out of scrap.
They're still at it.
This is for P5. 2-point difference, I think, between each position. Phil Mitchell going to quickly jump on board. Will come around the last turn. Great race from Phil Mitchell. Personally, I think that's my
brilliant drive.
There's someone ahead.
Crossing the line. 4P3. That's good for the Williams team.
No.
We'll jump back with Max.
Nah, he's not close enough.
Please,
with a nice P4.
for the love of Christ, spin for God's sake.
Spin! Or go
Spin!
wide or something.
Please. No.
Alphinator does have a
Wide,
penalty, but
stays on the track.
Hey, it's P6. What can I
Insane
say? I
power.
taught him. My son.
I mean, it
My
was
son,
a
I
good
taught
race
him.
from Alphinator. Alphinator defended well. 5th for Alphinator. Blink gets 4th. Did the 2-stop strategy. Worked well for him. Max P6. Davies P7.
Hey, Phil Mitchell's only gone and got a podium.
A cheeky podium.
What?
Finn gets 8th in the same power 9th. That was a decent race.
that was a great race.
Obviously, Phil, driver of the
Deep,
day for me.
yeah.
I don't think there's any questions about it. Got the strategy to work, consistent.
Oh, absolutely. In the game, even the game thinks
he
it.
lost that. Irrelevant had the lead. He's with 3
I
corners left.
would have been so upset.
Phil, apparently, there's stuff coming out here. Phil killed Tannock.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
There was a murder scene actually.
There'll be clips to be seen. I mean, the chat blew up last week when everyone was saying Tannic brake checked Ryan, so we'll have to wait and see. But for now, P3 for Phil. Percy, very unlucky. I don't know why we had 5-6 virtual safety cars, but yeah, obvious driver of the day, Phil Mitchell for this great drive from the back of the grid. Irrelevant getting lucky. I reckon Irrelevant didn't think about the penalty that Percy had until after he'd spun and to go look, but
Phil Mitchell representing. I think it's Chad.
Chad. It's not Chad.
I don't know.
What?
Oh, but yeah, Chad.
flag
Chad
is
looks like
that?
Romania.
And take.
don't
I think.
actually-
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna find out.
But anyway, so Irrelevant, Percy, Phil Mitchell getting the podium positions. Phil, 17th to 1st, great job from him. Blink on the 2-stop strategy, makes it work. To 4th, Alphinator 5th, Max 6th, unlucky not to get the 5th. But
I'm going on
good
the
race from
CIA
him.
website.
Davies gets 7th, Finn gets 8th, Insane Power
Oh, it's
9th,
Barbados.
and Johnny gets 10th.
Oh, it's Barbados.
It's
It's wanna go
the
up the
Costa
Barbados.
Crazy was 1 position off getting his point.
That's
Toilet Shark
upsetting.
12th, Assassinaro 13th.
peak.
Very unlucky for him. Did DNF. I think Aiden White also DNF in the pits.
Can we get interviews
Uh,
in?
And yeah, the rest of the other guys that DNF'd. Obviously, you got Table Smasher. They didn't have a great race. But,
Wait, can I get Can I
think
get
that's
2
interesting
drivers
for the
in for
stream
an
to hear someone
interview?
banging the disc. We'll get Finn and Max in after. I just want to get the race winner first. Some of
Phil
the,
Mitchell.
Irrelevant
wants an invite.
PT
we'll
Spinella.
get Phil Mitchell in here. We'll get. I want to get Percy in here. You know. Can someone try? And
I do
invite
want to get Percy in here.
Let me do game card. Let me invite Percy and see if I can get Percy to join the party.
Am I?
Okay.
Yeah, for legal reasons.
We'll leave it. Let's see if Percy joins. Will we see the man, the myth, the legend?
Percy's.
I will make the party invite only. Oh, we have a wild Percy.
Percy, we have a.
So Percy, include
Percy.
audio if you're in here. I'm assuming you do have a mic. In the party, it'll say include audio somewhere.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah, have you included audio?
Yeah.
Wagwan.
Well, Percy, more an unlucky race, I guess.
It was fairly messed up, really.
It was. I don't know what happened, but I think we have set a record for the most virtual safety cars with no incidents on the track ever.
Yeah. Well, I was within 8/10 of my Delta, and I got a drive-through.
That's what Ryan
That's
was
just-
saying to me. Ryan got 2 drivers, even though he was a second in the green. So I think that's just a game bug, but you know, Codemasters.
Yeah. But the 5-second penalty was my fault. But if without, I went to pit. I think it was a couple laps later, and it just happened to be virtual safety car, and it didn't let me didn't let me take my drive-through and pitted me
I
instead
did
for
say that
mediums.
on there. I said it was either you tried to surf the drive-through, but the virtual safety car came, or you were playing it smart, getting onto some fresh tyres underneath the virtual safety car to then attack at the end. But the 5-second time penalty didn't
Yeah.
help, as Irrelevant did spin.
No, that was me trying to be quick through the pit stop to try and get back out, but that was on me. But after he'd spun, I thought I could make it, but I think I slightly
I
spun
think
on
we
that
all
last
thought
corner
you
as
had
well.
it. I can't remember who it was. Someone mentioned the penalty, but as soon as someone mentioned the penalty that you had, I was like, oh no. But I mean,
Yeah.
dominant quality from you and Lanky. Obviously, Lanky had a very unlucky start with him and Irrelevant side by side for a
Yeah.
turn. But I mean, you got to be happy with P2. You don't win them all, and obviously Irrelevant getting very lucky that you had the 5-second time penalty. But
Yeah, well, without that 5-second time penalty and the extra pit stop, I think I would have cleared
Yeah.
the time by quite a bit more, to be honest.
last thing
But-
from me before you go, thoughts on Spain for next week?
Spain, I've give it a go, but I'll have to. I think it's a bit more practice with because I've started using the medium traction control, so I think it is a bit more practice on that one. It's not my favourite,
What do you normally use?
but
Full?
we'll see. Well, for the first races I was using full. That was my first race with medium.
If you go to medium, that's right. Yeah, same with Phil Mitchell actually. Medium traction control, you'll gain a second in every lap time. So
Yeah, pretty much.
get full off as soon as you can. If you have any braking assists, except from ABS, get them off. And
Yeah, braking systems have always been off really.
what can we say? That's dominant Percy with full traction control. There's a lot of potential.
Yeah,
But
just
unlucky.
hoping
I mean,
for a less of a bugged race really.
yeah, it's just unlucky. That's Codemasters for you. That's why they're selling themselves to EA to get away from all the hate.
Cody's.
But I mean, P2.
Oh well,
Congrats on that.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Irrelevant. Include your audio. So, I mean, pretty good quali. Yeah. Split the AlphaTauris on the front row. Run us through the first lap with you and Lanky.
Well, he bombed it down in a bit of the track that I would consider quite risky to overtake. I mean, I wouldn't go for it. I left him loads of room, and I don't even know what happened. He just disappeared on my screen. Didn't even touch me.
I personally
He's-
can't remember the exact crash, but it looked a bit of a 50-50 race incident. But I just think a lot of just trying to get
Well,
past and make a nice move.
He was trying to get past, and I left him room because I knew he was quicker than me. And this race, because of all my other crashes, I went conservative. Just so I was not letting him pass, but I wasn't challenging him to the point where I was going to ruin my own race.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just disappeared. He said in the chat apparently I cut off his line, but I was on the racing line, so I don't really know how that's possible.
Well, we'll come down to FIA decision when the reports get through at the end of the day. But how much poo came out of you on the last lap though?
Well, it wasn't so much poo, it was just disappointment. I had gone all race without spinning, I could have gone so much quicker throughout the whole race, but I just didn't want to risk anything.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gone like a couple tenths quicker per lap, but I was just not risking anything.
I mean, lucky that
And
Percy
then
had the penalty
spanned.
at the end to still get the race win. So
Percy should have won. But it's
just that I don't know why
wasn't-
we had 15
Yeah.
virtual safety cars in a row.
I didn't get that, and I just went super slow under them. And it lost me about 4 seconds, I think, until Percy got the drive-through in just slowing down because of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he did try and he tried to serve his drive-through, and another virtual safety car came out, so he ended up pitting and picked up a 5-second time penalty when driving into the pits there, which you could say won you the race. That last drive-through, but I
Yeah,
mean,
well-
still a decent race. You were consistent the whole race. Obviously, the pressure kind of got to your head on the last lap and just made a little mistake, but still got the win. And it was very, very good quality performance as well. Thoughts on Spain next week?
I don't like Spain. It's boring. It's boring.
Fair enough. Straight to the
You
case.
can't
enough.
you can't overtake in Spain. It's so hard. So I
Can
need
I
a good
just say
quality.
one thing?
Yeah, go for
Spinella.
it.
I only had one this race. That's like a record.
Next record 0. Next race, Spain. Dominant performance, irrelevant up top, no mistakes. We're going to see that.
Percy's quicker than me.
Percy
He
is
just
very
quicker than
quick.
me. So
Hence
I'm
why
not.
they're
I
going to
don't. I'm
Tyrrell.
not going for any wins unless he gets drive-throughs. I'm just going. If I can get consistent podiums, then that's what I'm aiming for.
That's like that's not what you like to hear. Well, I mean, good luck. Make sure to get some practice in for
Cheers.
Spain, and congrats on the win.
Cheers.
Phil Daddy Mitchell, teammate of Desk Smasher 9000. Is your mic on?
Yeah.
So, last to P3. Run us through the race. Thoughts throughout the whole race. How'd it go?
Well, I clipped a good amount of things. I had an issue with my front wing quite early on. I think it was I can't remember who it was, but they braked really early, so I just went straight into the back of them. And then I had an issue with Tanek, who if he's watching the stream, I apologize. I have the clip. He went invisible, so I went to go through him, and then I looked behind and he's just flying in the air. So I was confused on what was happening. I was like, "Oh no, this is not good." And well, I mean, from P17, I'll take it, to be honest. I don't know. I'll probably get
There's
P4 or
only two
P5, but
I
There's
mean,
only
there's
two
a
things that
big
can
enough
stop
gap.
Phil
There's a
Mitchell.
big enough gap. So even if I think if Danny gives anything, I think like the most you can give time penalty wise is like 10 seconds. So I don't think the gap was that like small. So I mean, for now P3 is a very good drive from the back. Ryan got very unlucky through the virtual safety car period. Got 2 drive-throughs and a couple of speeding penalties. Which I mean, if none of that happened, I reckon it would have been a P3, P4 for the Williams, which would have been good for constructors. But I mean, it's just unlucky. But what happened in quali?
fastest I was going for a lap and I just lost it and went straight into the wall.
I mean,
Yeah,
it might have been the
that's-
nicest overtake of the race on Toilet Shark during your quali lap.
Oh yeah, that's who it was in the start of the race where he brake checked me. Yeah, I tried to get past him straight away and he was just swerving all over the place. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna back off a bit. And during the lap, he was just going really slow, so I just had to overtake him because it was just running my lap.
Yeah.
Can I just say something real
Yeah,
quick?
go for it.
Oh no.
So there's only two things that can stop Phil Mitchell.
Uh-oh.
That's Sky Wi-Fi and medium traction control.
Go
So, can I get Finn and Max in for an
for it.
interview?
Well, E-Dog, do you have any questions for Karen?
No, I don't.
I feel like I take a lot of control through these streams. I should let you guys talk more. I feel like I commented the whole thing and you guys just sit there like, oh, should I say something? Well, Cam, I guess
That's
last
alright.
question. Spain next week. Thoughts on Spain?
I need to practice a lot because I had to not crash on my quali lap because it's a very hard place to overtake. Not really many places to get past people. So, quali will be important.
Mm-hmm. Well, congrats on P3. You also got driver of the day, of course, P17 to P3. Very impressive drive, and congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, Joe, do you want to get
Finn.
Finn and Thingy in?
Do I invite them both at the same
Go for
time?
it, go
Screw
for
it.
I don't even know what positions they finished in, I'm not going to lie.
Finn had an absolute nightmare. Didn't you, Finn? You had an absolute nightmare.
Make sure you include your audio.
Yes, Finn.
Okay.
I will
He's
whip
so
you.
quiet, holy. Turn him up. So, Finn, have you included audio?
Yep.
How'd the race go?
Really bad.
Fair enough, straight to the point. Where did you finish again? Sorry?
Yeah.
P8. So, I mean, it's points. You got in the points. If I'm not wrong, you did go off the track a few times. I think it was just a lot of fighting in the midfield and a lot of bumps and stuff. But overall, it's points. Run us through what happened at the start of the race.
So first of all, I messed up quality. Then my TV turned off. I couldn't find the remote, and then I finally did. So I get to pick my strategy, and I saw someone going really slow turn one, and like a bit of wing damage. So I braked pretty early, and then I got sandwiched like what happened in Vietnam, and I got spun round.
Yeah,
Spinalla.
it's just
After all,
unlucky.
you're a Seb fan.
A lot of unlucky starts throughout the season for everyone. A lot of drivers that have had all of the bad luck on their side so far. One of them being Tenek, and probably one being you as well. But I mean, P8, you got some points. At least you didn't get. Did you get a drive-through during the virtual safety car rally?
No, but in the VSC it was. So I slowed down, so I didn't get a drive-through, and then A-Crux just came alongside me and then overtook me just as it happened, and he just braked in front of me and broke my front wing, so I had to pit.
As long as you've got it clipped, we'll get the FIA to take a look at that. But I mean, P8. Does anyone else have anything to ask?
How do you find Spain?
Not one of my favourites. I'll just say that. Turn 1 is a particular hazard.
Spain's just all about that position. You just need to be near the top of the field, and you just need to get past the first turn. You'll go good. You're fine. Just like Monaco, make it past the first turn. You're good. I mean, if Joe was a nice guy, he'd help you learn the track and do some.
But I'm not.
No pressure, Joe.
But that is Joe. I mean, Ariane,
what do
if
you
you
mean
are
no
in the
pressure?
stream,
I'm not gonna.
you have picked the wrong teammate for next season. As me, E-Dog, Tom, I don't know who E-Dog's teammates are going to destroy you in the Constructors' Championship. But Finn, nice race today. Congrats on the points. Obviously very unlucky. But Spain next week. Hope for a little bit of a better performance and more luck on your side next week.
Thank you.
See you later. Is Max coming back, Joe?
I don't know. I think his Xbox had an exorcism or something.
Well, that's just unlucky for him. Who else can we get in? Who is
The
that?
CEO of Bad
Let me
Xbox.
see if anyone's messaged me on Discord asking for an interview.
There we go. My
Back to Rogers now.
child.
Include audio. Mr. Tom. Not Tom. That's Max. Sorry. It looks similar. Have you included audio, Max?
Yeah.
The echo's bad, but we'll forget about it. Run us through your race. How'd it go? P6.
Yeah, so if I'm happy with that. First lap, McLaren kind of squeezed me. Had to go like off the track a bit around the first corner. And then fourth lap, Alfa Romeo squeezed me as well. But I've got clips, so.
Cool. As long as we'll get the reports in, we can get a look. And obviously, Netherlands is one of those tracks that people don't have as much experience on as it is a new track. So some dodgy driving at the start, but it was an eventful race. We had a rally of virtual safety cars. I don't think you picked up a drive.
I think that was about 4.
Did you pick up any penalties or anything during the virtual safety cars?
No, I didn't get any penalties because I was very cautious after I got a penalty in Bahrain because of the virtual safety car. But I got a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits.
I mean, between you and Callum, towards the end, we did think you'd get him, but I think...
yeah, I was really close.
I think you saved a bit too much ERS, which meant you were too far away before the first ERS straight. But, I mean, it was a good last few laps. It was close for P5, but, I mean, you got to be happy with P6. I did say when you were P10 earlier on in the race, when you went down to P11, that there would be a sad TikTok come out on your behalf if you didn't score some points this race. But
Bad lip syncing. Yeah.
was Max one of the drivers that you guys said something about and got something, like the commentator's curse? Because I'm pretty sure it happened like 3 times. It might have been me.
I don't think no.
Was it me that said something about Max and then he got a penalty?
Because I do not mention my children.
Fair enough. I mean, you're the fast child that loses.
They're a
every race.
disgrace.
But Max, Spain next week. What are your thoughts on Spain?
So it's an okay track. I like to race on it on the game. So yeah, hopefully an eventful race.
I mean, it's a lot
Where
of
else
people
are you
that
gonna
don't like
race
the
on it?
track. So as long as you as you put some practice in and get a good quality lap, start top 5, easy podium.
Hopefully.
But I mean, P6 today, you got to be happy with some points for Mercedes.
Yeah,
Why-
back-to-back points.
have a
We
look
kind of
in-
need it after Bahrain and Vietnam, but
Jump in the standards. So you have 10 points in a minute. P5 last week, P6 this week. Nearly a double P5
18
would have
points.
been nice, but 18 points, that will move you... I don't even know what anyone else got point-wise. But still in the bottom half of the table just. Where are you aiming for to finish in the Drivers' Championship by the end of the season?
Well, you know, top half would be nice.
I mean, with Robbie and Ben going to tier 1, you will be 10th at the minute if you take them out of the standings.
Oh, nice.
So I reckon I can see you top 6. Get some quality, racing from the TikTok star Max Rogers. But I mean, decent race. You got unlucky at the end not to catch up with Cameron. Not Cameron.
Yeah.
Callum, but
And tried hard at the end, but I just couldn't get it off. I don't want to ruin my race.
But anyone else have anything else to say? I think we've answered most things.
No, I'm good.
Honestly, the fact that you follow Max instead of me